Have you ever had one small comment from someone you love completely throw you off? Maybe it was their tone, a look, short reply, a little bit of criticism, and suddenly your whole body changes. Your chest gets tight, your mind starts racing, you feel hurt, angry, anxious, shut down, or all of it all at once. Now, if this happens to you, I want you to hear this right away. You're not weak. You are not broken, and you are not too much. Because sometimes what looks small on the outside does not feel small on the inside. And today I want to talk about why that is. So if you're someone who gets deeply affected by the people you love, you probably already know how confusing this can feel, because part of you knows it was just a comment or just a tone or just a look, but another part of you feels completely lit up inside. And that can make you start questioning yourself. Why did that hit me so hard? Why can't I let this go? Why does this affect me so much? Well, a lot of sensitive, caring people live with that question. Why does this affect me so much? Especially in close relationships. Because when someone matters to you, what they say lands deeper. What they do lands deeper. And what they do not say can even land deeper. I think this is important to understand. Sometimes people judge themselves for being impacted by relationships. But relationships matter. Connection matters. Feeling seen matters. Feeling understood matters. Being heard matters. So when something happens with someone you love, your reaction is not always about being dramatic. It is often about the fact that something meaningful just got touched. That is why one little comment can feel so big. It is not always the size of the moment. It is the meaning your body gives the moment. So if your partner says something dismissive, it may not just feel annoying, it may feel painful. If your mother makes a cutting remark, it may not just feel irritating, it may feel personal. And if your child rolls their eyes, it may not just feel like frustrating, it may hit you in a place that already feels tired and raw. And when that happens, your body can respond really fast. You may get defensive, you may snap, you may cry, you may shut down. Or maybe you do not react outwardly at all. Maybe you turn it all inward. You replay it, you overthink it, you blame yourself, you try to figure out how to say it better next time. You wonder what is wrong with you. And I just want to pause there and say this really clearly. There's a reason this feels so intense. When you have a big reaction to a small moment, it does not automatically mean you're overreacting. Sometimes it means the moment touched something important. Sometimes it means your system is already carrying a lot. Sometimes it means this is not only about now. Sometimes it means your heart, your body, and your history all got activated at once. This is why these moments can feel so confusing, because your logical mind may say, this should not be a big deal. But your body says, this does not feel safe. This hurts. This matters. And when those things clash, people often start getting hard on themselves. But the truth is, beating yourself up is rarely helpful. It usually just adds another layer of pain. So instead of asking, what is wrong with me? A kinder question might be, what got touched in me just now? That question changes everything, because it moves you out of self-judgment and into self-awareness. For many people, that is the beginning of healing. Not pretending you're unaffected, not trying to become colder, not forcing yourself not to care, but starting to understand why things land the way they do. Because once you understand that, you can begin to work with it differently. If this feels familiar and you want support around emotional triggers, relationship anxiety, and learning how to feel steadier inside yourself, that is exactly the kind of work I do inside the Heal Your Story community. It's a gentle place to learn, practice, and stop doing this work alone. If you want to take a look, I'll leave the link below. And if this video spoke to you, I'd love to hear in the comments what landed for you. Bye for now.